Welcome back to Living in the Heart of Virginia. I'm Tab O'Neill. This special on location with Scott Elliott of Custom Structures and other individuals with Custom Structures as well that played a key role in the building of this home. Would you introduce the gentleman here that kind of took the lead on this project?
Be glad to. This is Jimmy Campbell, one of our project managers.
Jimmy, this project, I think Scott mentioned earlier, this was a 16-month project. And I know sometimes you can get the big picture done, but it's the little things that really make the big difference. Like I understand you did something with the floors in any of the rooms that may have water.
That's correct. Any of the tile areas are sloped. Probably can't see it with the naked eye, but they're sloped to drains just in case you have any problems with the water or water line burst or something, you won't have any damage to your house.
And again, that's a simple thing that you can incorporate into any level of construction.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Would you introduce the gentleman that had a lot to do, not a lot to do, had everything to do with the heating and cooling of this home?
It's Scott Horseman with Horseman Heating and Air. He's the one who took care of the geothermal on the house.
Scott, before we get into what you did at this particular home, define geothermal heating and cooling for us. What is it?
Geothermal heating and cooling is it's a type of heating and cooling system where during the wintertime we're using the renewable energy of the earth to heat and cool or to heat your house, and then during the summertime we take the heat that's in the house and we actually reject it into the earth by water, using water as transfer medium.
Now there's a mechanical room in this home that could envy a major hotel, and you've got what looks to be like normal air conditioner handling units down there. Anything special, unique about these?
No, not really. It's just the fact with geothermal, there's nothing outside. Everything's inside the house and all. And then we have a loop system that's in the ground, or in this case, it's down in a pond. And that's what's providing us with our heat during the winter. Or, like I said, we're taking the heat that's in the air during the house and we're ejecting it through water into that pond during the summertime.
Now, a lot of people may be familiar, or some people may be familiar with hydronic heating and the way that you can run water or glycol through the loops on a roof to get the sun. Now, does it work similarly? Because you've got this down in the water, so there's an exchange between this fluid and its surrounding environment, which is the water.
Exactly. That's what's happening. You're just taking the, like I said, you're just taking the heat during the summertime, taking the heat that's in the air, transferring it into a refrigerant system. From there, the heat is going into the water, going out to that pond, being rejected to the water. The water then in that loop is cooled down, it's brought back to the house, ready to absorb more heat. And because water can transfer heat much more readily than air, it makes the systems tremendously more efficient to operate.
Now, one of the things, all of us who have gone to the beach probably know this. You go to the beach really early on in the season, the water is still cold. Go to the beach late in the season, when the air is cold, the water is still warm. It is very slow to change, and that's one of the benefits, I imagine, in using it this way.
Exactly right. That's right.
Can this be applied in pretty much any environment, any home?
Everything. We've put them on double wides, up, everything.
And a project like this, first step, somebody to call you, and you could do a site assessment, I suppose?
Correct.
And, of course, Custom Structures, you can learn more about them by giving them a call at 434-832-0040. Scott Horseman, Heating and Air Conditioning. You can get in touch with Scott at 434-283-5501 and online, getgeothermal.com.